GS1 Computer Science. Today we'll be looking at the topic application area of ICT. And ICT at full means information and communication technology. Now the application areas include teleconferencing, video conferencing, telepresence, telecommunication and networking, then telecomputing, messaging, information search, retrieval and archival, and so on and so forth. Those are what the application areas of information and communication technology covers. Now we are going to look at each and every one of these areas that I have just listed here for us to understand how they work and their importance to the society. And the first one, which is the teleconferencing. Teleconferencing is also called teleseminar, and it is the live exchange and mass articulation of information about several persons. When information is being exchanged, is being sent to several people online using a telecommunication means, that's what referred to as teleconferencing. So it's a kind of conference. It's more or less like a conference, but it takes place with the absence of the person taking the conference with them. The person taking the seminar may not be present at that point, but he will be sending the information through telecommunication for some group of people to access it and have this information. The second one, we have what we refer to as the video conferencing. And what do we refer to as video conferencing? This is a set of interactive telecommunication technologies which allows two or more locations to interact via two-way video and audio transmission simultaneously. Now, video conference is a kind of application, is a kind of area where where ICT can be applied, in the sense that we can have different people from different locations connecting together at the same time and having a kind of audio and video transmission simultaneously at the same time. An example of that is the recent application that we have now, which is referred to as Zoom, whereby many people from different locations can have a kind of interaction at the same time simultaneously. A particular person can be here in Nigeria, where we have another one in another country, let's say in another West African country like Senegal, and we have someone else in UK. All these people can connect together through video conferencing, and at the same time they can have a kind of meeting online simultaneously and communicate with each other. That's what we refer to as video conferencing. Then the other one, which is a telepresence. And what does telepresence means? This is a set of technologies which allows a person to feel as if they were present, to give the appearance that they were present on the computer for communication. When you use computer in the midst of communication, you are telecomputing. Maybe you are using it to send an email, or you're using it to send a message, or you're using it to do some certain tasks, then you are telecomputing. So as much it is for the means of communicating between a particular person to another, from one place to another. Now the sixth one, which is messaging, is an object of communication, and its vessel which provide information which is sent from a source to another receiver. And what do we do this with in messaging? An example of this is the electronic mail. In an electronic mail, you send message from the source, which is the person sending the message, and to a receiver who the message is intended to be sent to. And so also you can send messages using computer, you can send messages using mobile phones also. So that is the essence of messages. Then we get to the seventh one, which is information search. And what do we refer to as information search? Information search is the process and the act of looking for information on the web. And when we say the web, we are referring to the internet. And the internet is the interconnection of global computers, the connection of all the computers in the world at the same time. That's what we refer to as internet. So the process of you, or the act of you looking or searching for information on the web, is what we refer to as information search. And how can you do that? You can do that using a search tool, which an example of a search tool is the search engine. And when you look at example of search engine, we have search engine like Google search engine, whereby you can search for information on the web. Then we have the Yahoo search engine, we have the MSN, and so on and so forth. Then that takes us to the eighth one, which is with the information retrieval. Retrieval and information search is different from each other. Information search is you searching for a particular information that you don't have the knowledge of, you don't know where it is, you are just searching on the internet to see whether you can get a kind of information like that. But when it comes to information retrieval, you already have an information that has been saved somewhere. You know the location where it has been saved, but because you are not at that particular location, you are in another location, you can retrieve that information, provided the information is saved maybe on a computer network or on a platform in your company, but you are not in the company at that particular time, you are in another location. You can just access the server of that company or the institution to access that information and retrieve it for your use at that particular time. So that's why I say this is the science of searching for document information within documents and metadata about documents. That's what we refer to as information retrieval. Retrieving information from a specific source, and you gather them together to serve as an information for use in other areas. Assignments I'm going to give you on application areas of ICT. So I will need you to state two differences between teleconferencing and video conferencing. So if there's any question you want to ask on that, on the lesson, then you can send it through the same medium which the information has been sent to you.